Okay, let's have a lesson on this Lección No.3 by Sagreras. This is from his second book of lessons, or studies, or etudes, right? And with a nice South American feeling here, Argentinian feel. So it's nice to have that Zamba feeling in that. Tempo de Zamba. Okay, so follow the lesson for free. You probably have the sheet music. Sagreras is such a popular composer. His book is so popular. But if you do need the edition, I have one available. There's a link for that in the description. But follow the lesson for free. And as always, you can check out my support page and or subscribe to the channel. So not too much to talk about here. It's a nice short little piece. I actually did a repeat of the piece just because it's so short. I thought a repeat was kind of nice, so feel free to do that. It's kind of a perfect intermediate level piece in the grade 4 area. Has some barré, but generally just half bars and fairly straightforward. There's some cool like upper position material, but nothing that's going to discourage students from playing the piece. So it's kind of that perfect level for many students and players, performers. It's just like it sits really nicely on the guitar. It has that really great feeling too. So, a couple things to pay attention to here. The piece sounds quite melodic. It's kind of like rhythmic. You're just playing like rhythmic chord progressions in one way, but another way there's some nice melodic material, like the top note of each little figure. You know, it's that's not what it sounds like in the piece because it's all displaced by the arpeggios, but there is like kind of an upper line there that sounds melodic, and at the cadences, you know, it kind of comes out as a clear melody, right? So some nice melodic material to work with, and you want to pay attention to that whenever it could be obscured. For example, in bar 12, when he jumps down, you know, it feels like chord, but you want that F, E, and that E to ring. And then these are just accompaniment notes. You can keep them fairly soft. The other thing is that the bass line is so strong, both harmonically and just as a continuous line, that you want to pay attention to the bass voice as well. If I play the bass on its own, it really outlines the phrase, the 4-bar phrase, and outlines the chords very clearly, but it's also that rising diatonic line, scale passage. So it has quite a bit of contour as well. It should take you through the phrase really, really nicely. So it really kind of moves you along. Okay, let's just do a walkthrough of the piece. I don't think there's too much else to talk about. Just keep all the accompaniment notes a little soft, but keep those upper notes going with mainly with the A finger, right? 4 there. That way you can use the 4th finger as a guide finger. So you're keeping your finger, you're going to release the pressure, but slide it up, not taking your finger off the string to make sure you're accurate when you jump up, instead of taking your finger off and hoping for the best, right? And it kind of repeats until the stronger cadence right here ends on A. So that A is the primary note. It wants to ring for the whole bar, and then all of this stuff, soft, 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 because you don't want it to interfere with the melody too much. Second half on bar 9. A little bit of jumping between position. Just keep your hand aligned so that if your hand's like this, you'd have to jump a lot, but if your hand is aligned nicely, it's like it's 1 fret, right? It's not much. Here, use your 4th finger on that D, slide up. That's in the original, like he does finger it on the 2nd string. You could do it here. It would sound just as good, but it's kind of nice, like just to get up to the sweeter spots of the guitar. Here, you have an open string to shift. That's the only spot that, needs a little bit of attention, like there's no guide fingers or anything like that. You just have to be able to do it. But there's open strings before each one, so you have plenty of time to shift. Except for this part, you just have to jump down. You could try to reach out. I don't know, I would just let go of the chord and let the harmonic be the final note. The only other thing is the rhythm. We're in 6/8 time here. So when you first start out, if you want to keep, because this piece has lots of accented chords on beats that aren't the strong beats, you can put the metronome to the 8th note and go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But later on, of course, you just want to feel it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Strong, weak, weak, medium, strong, weak, weak. That's 6/8 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Conductors usually conduct 6/8 time just in 2, right? 2 beats. And that's how you want to feel the piece. Here, 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 here. Just feeling it in a nice calm kind of beat like that. Even though the tempo can go quite fast, this piece could go quite quickly. If you wanted, or it could go quite slow. It has a different flavor. Tempo to Zamba, you probably want to have a little bit of activity and movement here, but depending on your level, it could sound great at slower or fast tempos. So as long as you're feeling the 6/8 time properly, I don't think the tempo is too much of a concern.